This is your striking. So you've got to learn to make a fist properly, hold your wrist correctly, and look after your elbows. So, first off, fist. You're going to slowly roll your fingers down, roll them down, thumb across those two knuckles. When you punch through these two knuckles only, not these, just these two knuckles. You're going to have a flat wrist. So not like this, not like this, nice and flat, so it's over here. If you strike anything this way, of course your wrist is going to bend backwards. Worse off, if you strike it this way, your wrist bends down, and that does a lot of damage to your wrist. So, before you hit anything, make sure this is flat. These two knuckles, slight bend in the elbow. So you don't want to full extension, you'll hyperextend your elbow. Just a slight bend. Your striking heights. Stomach level is in line with your sternum. Head level is in line with your nose. The two fists are going to work together. So they're going to twist as they move. These two knuckles, and you're going to tense on impact. So relax, tense. You're going to use your hip as well. You're going to push your hip forward, throw the punch, straighten your hip, tense. This one pulls back, elbow pulls around. So it's push, straight, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this will be stomach level and also head level. Use your hip, push it through, straighten your hip, tense on impact. Your next strike is a short punch. So this one only comes out halfway. It's one fist off your ribs. You're still going to strike with these knuckles, but it's only halfway. You're still going to use your hip. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Your next strike is your rising elbow strike. When you bring it up, you're going to strike with this part of your elbow, and to make that happen, you turn your fist side on. This also lets it fit beside your ear. If you don't, you're going to punch yourself in the face, believe it or not, and you're going to hit with this part. We want to strike with this part. It's in line with your jaw. So turn the fist, bring it up, this part. Now you can leave your hip forward with this because you're going to drive with your hip to get your power. Both still move at the same time. So 1, turn, up. 2, turn your fist. 3, turn your fist. Okay, round elbow comes around. Again, we're going to strike with this part here, and to make it happen, this part's now straight. So bring it around, tuck it on your chest, reinforces it, comes around, and you strike with this part here. Imagine they're held together with a piece of string. So when you pull this one around, pulls this one. They work together. Still using your hip, and strike. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, your next ones is your back fist. You're going to use these two knuckles again. It comes out, flick. It's the only time we ever bend our wrist when we strike. So up to here. Just under your eyes. Not up here, not down here, just under your eye level. Elbows stay in. So it's going to come out, in line with your nose, flick, and back in. So it comes out, flick, back in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I still use my hips. Your next is your side back fist. One fist on top of the other, elbows out. So I don't hug myself, I keep my elbows out. You've always got to see what you're striking at. So you're going to look, bring your elbow up to in line with, so it gets in line with your head. Strike, back underneath. Look, elbow, strike, back underneath. Look, strike, back underneath. Look, strike, back underneath. Now these are your first basic strikes. Before we get into a full routine of them, I want you to get in front of a mirror or videotape yourself, practice them over and over again. Once you've got this stuff practiced properly, and I mean practice it properly, so make sure everything's in the right spot, do it slow, get it correct, then we'll move on to your next stage. So.